Hello, we're going to be talking about loneliness and specifically what is loneliness. So first of all, it might be easiest to actually assess yourself. There's lots of scales that you can look up and there's a link there to a number of scales that you can use. So think about some of these questions. The shortest one is just 3 statements. Number 1, I am content with my friendships and relationships. Number 2, I have enough people I feel comfortable asking for help at any time. And number 3, my relationships are as satisfying as I would want them to be. Grade yourself and think about your level of loneliness. And it's interesting that that level can go up and down. So what is loneliness? Well, loneliness is the pain of social isolation. And just as we experience physical pain from lack of nutritious food in the form of hunger, so we experience emotional pain when that need of social connection is not met. And so the pain of loneliness means that we actually need better social connection. It doesn't, and also doesn't, we don't need less, we need more. But also it doesn't necessarily mean that we need more social connection, because if it's not a good quality, just as eating junk food won't necessarily actually help us physically. We can be around, we can be in a room full of people, but yet we can still feel lonely. So it's about better social connection. What is loneliness? So the need for social connection is, once it's not met, loneliness will set in and then it can become chronic. And the pain of loneliness is real and it disrupts your health. So it's not good for you. It disrupts your physical health as well as your mental health. Part of the brain that reacts to physical pain is also the same part that reacts to emotional pain. So pain, for example, we feel when we're rejected. So here you have a picture of the brain, and you can see the area of the brain that lights up when we have emotional pain, social pain, and it's pretty much the same area that lights up when we experience physical pain. So again, think about your own situation and think about what does loneliness mean. And these are 3 useful questions you can ask yourself. Do you have close, intimate friendships? Number 2, who are your friends? Can you name them? And lastly, if you had free tickets for a movie, play, holiday, who would you go with? And if you struggled to answer those questions, and even the number of friends are low, then maybe loneliness is an issue for you. I do like the Cars movie, the 2006 car movie, because it describes someone who struggled with loneliness, but by the end of the movie they had dealt with it. So maybe that's something you could consider watching, maybe watching with your kids again if you've watched it already. And interestingly, just after the first race, Lightning McQueen, it's a tie, and so they have to have a second race to see who the winner is. And Lightning McQueen is kind of on his way to the next race's venue, and his manager calls him up and offers him some free tickets. So whoever you want, someone, come on, there must be that one special person. And Lightning McQueen struggles to mention anyone, and that's because loneliness is a real issue for him. So I hope just some of those thoughts were helpful, and enjoy the movie and enjoy maybe assessing your own situation about loneliness.